Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a great day. Well, when it comes time for Meghan Markle to ditch Harry, she's gonna need all the ammunition she can get, and you can bet she's compiling that now. Harry won't know what hit him, and he's got no idea of the consequences of his behavior, so therefore he's got no filter in anything he says or done. Well, during his lifetime, when he was protected by the palace, anything he said or did that could have been a little untoward or taken badly by the public was whitewashed by the palace. He doesn't have that protection anymore, and he doesn't have the smarts to see what's going on with him. Recently, he's rekindled his friendship with his best buddy Nacho, and a lot of us were really happy to see that. We were hoping, well, here's a guy he's known all his life, they're best of friends. Maybe Nacho can, seeing the situation, counsel Harry a little bit. Let him know what people are thinking. Let him realize what a bad situation he's in. We were really hoping that some close contacts of his could get to him and help him out. But what we're seeing instead are pictures of two guys that are obviously the best of friends. Harry calls him his brother. There is an admiration and respect there. They are super comfy in each other's company. That's obvious. I mean, look at this picture. Arms around each other. He's never that comfortable with Meghan. She always has the death grip on him. But he never looks like he wants to be there. He's relaxed and happy with Nacho. No question about it. But there's a problem with this. For years, literally decades, couple of decades, there's been rumors about Harry's sexuality. I'm not the only one. I'm not certainly not the first one to say it. Um, but these, of course, have been controlled and quieted by the palace machinery. Whether they're true or whether they're not doesn't really matter, because this is the kind of thing that, given any ammunition to the story, Meghan would use. Look at some of these pictures. Look at Harry's behavior. Sitting at the Invictus Games with this other, I don't even know who this guy is. They're holding hands. That's not normal behavior for a 40-year-old married man, and especially a prince who's been taught all about protocol and everything else. There's some things you just don't do in public, no matter what your inclinations are in private. You just don't act that way in public. Here's some more sort of sketchy pictures of Harry in action. Granted, these are from quite a few years ago. Then there's things Harry has said in this article. Oh, gee, if my relationship doesn't work out, I might just have to turn gay. And now, honestly, this is when he was with one of his older girlfriends, Cressida, or I forget the other one's name. It was a long time ago. And looking at this article and reading it, I mean, it's obviously he was saying it as a joke. He wasn't he wasn't saying, "Oh yeah, after this," it was a joke. But as we all know, a lot of people have posted things online in social media, and years later it comes back to bite them. People have lost jobs, lost families, lost their income, lost their credibility and respectability from a post, 10 years ago that means nothing now, but that's the way the culture is going. And just because Harry's a prince doesn't mean it can't happen to him. The problem is, Harry's got no filter on his behavior. He's relaxed and happy with Nacho and among other men, and he shows it. Perhaps, while living with Megan, I can only surmise that the only time he's relaxed and happy is out of her presence. But nonetheless, this is the sort of thing, if I can compile these photos, if other people are talking about it, if other people are compiling photos, you can bloody bet Megan is too. Look at all the photos of their children. Everyone is photoshopped. I personally don't think they've ever had kids. I don't think there's any children. uh, every just about everybody does agree that all these photos are photoshopped, probably not the real children. We don't know who these children are. uh, Megan infers that they're the children, but she never comes out and says, here's a picture of Archie, or here's a picture of Lilibet. She just puts a picture out there, and we're to assume that those are pictures of the children. That's how she plays the game. You don't think she wouldn't do the same thing with Harry if push came to shove and she had to get rid of him? She'll take these photographs. Look at him out in public, holding hands, kissing this man, arm around this man. I wouldn't be surprised if deep in her pocket she's got that little nugget, just waiting for the time to use it. Just what everybody's been saying for the last 20 years. Oh, well, Harry's a bisexual. It didn't work out. That's not the kind of marriage I want. Look at these pictures. Look at all the evidence I have. She could, even as devious as she is, trying to get herself out of a spot of trouble. I mean, it's not going to work, but she will give it a go. You know, I had to go the surrogacy route. He can't have children. Look at him. He's a bisexual. He's a whatever. We had to use a surrogate. And then she can, the surrogate made off with the kid and the law, and so I didn't get the children. She's an expert liar, and it wouldn't be beyond her to string just an absolutely wild story together to try to explain everything away. We know that whenever she does try to get rid of Harry, he's going to be the broken one. It's going to destroy him. And, there's not going to be too many people around to pick up the pieces, because he has enraged everybody close to him, except for perhaps his buddy Nacho. And if something like this were to be spread around the media, I'm not inferring it at all. He's a married guy, they have kids, he's best friends. Lots of male best friends will give each other a brotherly hug, or, that kind of a thing. But it just looks a little too relaxed. And it could hurt him as well, too. If Meghan came out and made some, she's not above making claims of racism to the royal family. I don't think she'd be above making some kind of nasty allegations against Nacho as well. So I think he's got to worry. He's got to be concerned about the kind of person that they're dealing with. And I'm not sure any of them really realize just how bad he is. But yeah, here's another thing. It's just another way that Meghan can blackmail, enforce Harry to do what she wants, or this might come out, or just downright accuse him and use all this as an excuse to get herself out of a tangle of a marriage and a tangle of a situation with some imaginary children. It's not beyond her. And if I was Harry, And if I was Nacho, especially, I'd be very concerned. Those boys better smarten up their act. Well, that's all for now. Have a great day, everybody. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.